Welcome back. We're in the kitchen making dumplings with Faith Leung from Moonwalk. It's great to have you here.
Thank you.
Yes, this is Faith's first appearance on the show. And so I asked her to think of something she'd like to make, and we decided the dumplings would be the way of it.
Yeah.
And you're also telling me on the break, you guys make literally hundreds, if not thousands of these every week.
That's true.
That's a lot of work.
We do spend days making dumplings, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, I think some people think I'm lying when they ask, you know, like, oh, what did you do this weekend? I'm like, I made dumplings.
I made thousands of dumplings.
Yeah.
So we're boiling some of them now. We popped a few in early so we could make sure they're fully cooked, but I think we're actually going to try making some today as well, like wrapping them.
Yeah. So today we're going to be making actually one of our most popular items. These are actually served at our restaurant. They're the pork and bok choy dumplings. Now, the great thing about this recipe is you don't have to be exact. It's very flexible, so it's one that if you just want to have fun with, it's great. You don't have to use pork. You can use turkey, shrimp meat, and we're doing bok choy, but you can use other types of vegetables as well. So if you want to be my helper today,
I would love to be
I've
your
been told you
helper.
are a great helper.
We'll see. We'll find out about 2 minutes.
So just want to take a bowl here and mix all the ingredients.
All of these?
Yeah, so the first thing we have is the ground pork.
Okay.
And we have a little spatula here. We've pre-prepared the bok choy here, but you do have to put it in boiling water and then just let it strain and then put it in a food processor.
Okay.
So we'll put that in. So a lot of people don't know this one actually, but our secret ingredient in the dumplings is a ginger. Chinese people do use a lot of ginger in their cooking, and it's because it's like gives you warmth.
There's always a distinct flavor to a good dumpling. Would that be the ginger I'm thinking of, or is there something else coming up here?
No, definitely the ginger.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. And then we have about salt that doesn't want to come out.
There we go.
And then about 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Sugar.
You also want to take green onion and ground it up and stick it in.
Okay.
Oyster sauce. Can you lend me your
sure
spatula?
Can.
Perfect.
See, I'm thinking of the oyster sauce too. That's just a classic dumpling flavor that you have to have.
Yeah, and then we have chicken broth.
Now, is this your family recipe for dumplings? Is this what you grew up with, or?
It is actually, my boyfriend and I created the recipe.
Is that right?
But the great thing about knowing other chefs as well is everyone shares little tips, so you get to kind of learn a little bit from them as well. So we have 5 spice.
5 spice.
Yeah. People often think 5 spice is too powerful as a taste, but if you just put a hint of it, it's really fragrant.
I'll be honest, I don't know what 5 spice is, Faith.
I can't tell you what the 5 spices are, but it says 5.
Secrets. All of these secrets.
And then you just want a little bit of sesame oil in here, just to taste.
Just to taste, okay.
Yeah. So if you mix it all up there. Then the funnest part is actually wrapping the dumplings.
Okay. I can't imagine making thousands of these. Like, this is like a small, do you have like the big Hobart where you are mixing, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You must have big machines to do this.
Well, since you know how to now, we'll just have to recruit you.
That's right, just come and look me up. I'll come over and do some mixing up.
So we just get these dumpling wrappers. You can actually just buy them at the superstore.
Okay. Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, there's lots of really good ingredients that you can get locally here.
Sure.
Sometimes the most simple ingredients make the best types of food.
That's the truth.
Yeah, so what you want to do is you want to take one of these wrappers here, and I put a knife there for you, and just put a little bit in the dumpling.
So just a very little bit. You don't want to overstuff, is that the key here?
Yeah, else it's really embarrassing, especially on TV.
Well, that'll be me doing it, not you, so don't worry.
So once you fold them in half, you just want to fan it. Do a little fan, one on top of each other, like this.
Would that be too much?
Oh, that's good.
So would you say dumplings are one of the most favorite of the things on the menu? Like, what would you?
Oh, at the
I'm gonna
restaurant?
let you fan this.
Are you gonna fan this one here?
Is it like this?
Oh, just one level here. Right, this
I'll watch again.
like this here. Yeah. Yeah, dumplings are really popular. Our sweet and sour pork and ginger beef are really popular as well. It's just, you know, my boyfriend does choose really quality ingredients, so it's actually really flavorful.
So is it you and your boyfriend that are really heading up the operation then?
Yeah. We work together on a lot of things.
Which is good.
Yeah, he likes to do more of the kitchen work. I like to go outside and talk to everyone.
You're the more social.
Yeah.
Which is why you're in the commercial. You're very friendly in the commercial. Okay, I'm going to give this a go. How are we doing for time? Do we need to throw to a break, perhaps? Yeah, we're going to throw to a break. That's perfect, because I'm not going to fan this properly, so nobody needs to watch me. We'll be back in 90 seconds. Stay with us. I'm successfully fanning the dumpling. Faith has shown me how to make it work. It's not as hard as I thought it would be, but this is great. What are we doing next? We've got those boiling. How do you know how long to put them in for, by the way?
After the water comes to a rolling boil, you want to put them in for about 5 minutes or
Okay.
so. Yeah, usually when the dumplings are floating, it's a good sign that they're almost done.
Right.
Now, I know a lot of people think like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna make so many dumplings, I can't eat them all. The reality is you can put them on a tray individually and then put them in the freezer.
Yes.
And then once they're frozen, put them in a Ziploc bag if you don't want to cook them all.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Let's go to the close-up. I did these ones. Look at that.
Look really good.
Okay, so do we fry them next, or what
Yeah,
happens?
so there's a lot of different ways you can eat dumplings.
Okay.
We prefer to eat them pan-fried. So what we do is we boil them in water until they're floating for a few moments there. We're heating up the frying pan right now. Hopefully you have the right one actually turned on.
Feels like it.
Yeah. Okay, so you just want to put a little bit of oil in. Now it's good if everything's heated up, just so it doesn't stick. A good way to know if your oil is heated up is Chinese people usually take some chopsticks and just put them in oil, and then if it sizzles on the side, it means it's warm enough.
If it does what on the side?
It sizzles a little bit. Like we just put this one in so it won't.
Oh,
But see
and
how
it's
this one's
sizzling.
starting? Yeah, which means it's hot enough to put in.
Interesting. Okay, like it.
Yeah, so I brought these tongs because I didn't want to embarrass
Perfect.
myself with chopsticks.
Hey, you would have done great.
So then you just want to kind of pick them up, or if you have a strainer, put them in the strainer. You just put them in here to cook.
They look delicious and smell even better.
Yeah, they're so yummy.
And then what are we talking about for time with these?
Just till they're golden brown.
Yeah? How long does
Yeah.
that take usually?
A few moments on each side.
Now, how many dumplings do you get in a order when you order them?
At the restaurant, 8.
Nice.
Yeah.
So this would be like a typical order. And do you do different kinds of dumplings, or just the pork, or?
We do the pork ourselves, yeah. Sometimes on special occasions, we'll make different ones.
Sure.
Like on Sundays, we do dim sum, actually.
Yes.
So we make like the shrimp dumplings,
Oh,
like the
yeah.
hargao and stuff. So.
And so let's recap. We didn't really get there in the first segment, but how did this all come to be? I mean, Moonwalk has been here for how long?
5 years.
5 years. That is longer than I thought. I thought maybe 3, to be honest.
No, the new location actually in the Aberdeen has been for 3 years, but the one on the North Shore is about 5 years.
Okay, that's right. That's right
Yeah.
along Tronquil there.
Yeah.
And so you've had great response from the community. What are the dumplings the favorite?
Oh yeah, dumplings are sweet and sour pork for sure, and chow mein.
And chow mein. That's
Yeah.
everybody's staple, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Especially the sweet and sour sauce.
Yes.
So it's funny, I had my own recipe for sweet and sour sauce, but we went with my boyfriend's.
Oh,
And
really?
he gave me the recipe right away.
Really?
Yeah.
And is it well liked?
Oh yeah,
Well,
it's
then,
really popular.
I guess you can't complain, right?
I know, but you know, I never let him be right. But the one time he is, it's over
You're
sweet and
never
sour
going to
sauce.
hear about it again. Yeah, that's all you'll ever hear now.
Yeah, so they're just kind of cooking here
Yep.
till they're golden brown. They're really easy to make.
Yeah, they really are. There's not a lot to it. It's just about probably getting the ingredients right, not overdoing one over the other, one's flavor over the other, and then
Yeah.
putting them in properly. Fantastic, good.
So I actually have a bit of sauce. Everyone needs sauce. So as those are cooking, you know, we can just put everything in for the sauce.
Okay,
So the
we've got
sauce.
about a minute left, I'm gonna say,
Yeah.
so we'll just whip it up quickly.
Yeah. So we just do light soya, the vinegar, the sugar, and then we just mix together the chili peppers and garlic. So after, you just bring it to the boil, and then you get a sauce like this here.
Yes.
And once it's cooled down, it's ready to serve. So very simple. I should turn that down.
Just thought I'd give these a flip. So the sauce is, again, quite an easy combination of ingredients, which is great.
Yeah,
Okay, how are we doing here?
I think they're beautiful.
They are beautiful. How much time do we have left in this segment? I'm not sure. I don't know if we're gonna have time to plate it. No, we don't really. I have to do the weather now. Is that okay? We're gonna leave these here. It smells heavenly. Faith, how great to have you here. Thank you.
That was really exciting. Thank
Well,
you.
we hope you'll come back again and cook something else for us.
Of course.
Yeah, fantastic. If you'd like to make a reservation at Moonwalk, takeout, of course, is always an option. Moonwalk.ca.